Back in the pod for another day, Mel Tracina. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well. Good to be here. Thank you so much.
God, what a treat it was to have one of your besties on the show today.
Besties is a strong word.
Oh, you guys pretend you don't like each other, but you really do. Tim McDonald from the Cheap Seats, of course, coming in and seeing how unprofessional we are at our jobs.
Oh my goodness, I can't even with just no headphones and running around the office trying to source things for him. But it's fine. It's Tim. It's chill.
And that's a Mel and Maddie show issue. But when we're talking about individuals in that, I'm happy to lay complete blame on you for that one. So I'm happy to wash my hands of any issues to do with the Tim McDonald chat.
I'm sorry, mate, but if this show was going well, you'd be claiming that. So when it has its pits, you have to accept that as well. We are dying together on this.
Okay. Is this a fight? Are we having a fight? Because we also heard of some great fights in some incredible locations on the show today.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. I love that I could talk about Love Island USA and make it interesting enough that we could talk to the listeners about it. That's peak radio for me.
And if you get far enough through the podcast, which, congratulations to anyone who does, you're going to hear what could rival Shakespeare in the world of poems and sonnets.
I mean, I didn't want to say it. That is, I am giving Sylvia Plath. I am giving Dorothy Parker. Do you know who these people are?
No? I tapped out. It's Shakespeare.
Just some iconic female poets.
Oh, yeah. And it's not because they're female I don't know who they are. Don't make it sound like it's...
I think that's exactly what it sounded like, Matt Baisley. Before you were throwing the female co-host under the bus, blaming me for not having headphones for a male guest, and now not listening to female poets. I don't know. Is anybody else getting a vibe?
It was a poem for a dog. You'll get it soon. Have a great day.
No, okay.
Ed Sheeran, Sapphire, kicking off Mel and Maddie on Nova for your Tuesday morning with some tunes. How are you, Mel Tracina?
Oh, I'm very well. I love Ed Sheeran. I'm so glad I got to listen to that really quickly.
Well,
thank you.
Let's just mixing things up. Just start with some tunes. Hey, let's find out what has been trending in the last 24 hours, shall we?
Mel's Click Hole.
Mel's Click Hole.
Click Hole. Mel's Click Hole.
Click Hole.
I think it's going to be a short clicky today. Country Road is trending. Have you heard about this?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not the song, Take Me Home Country Roads. No.
Is that a song?
Yeah. What do you mean, is that a song?
What's that? You find it in the system and I will talk about this. So the iconic fashion retailer Country Road will close down some stores across Sydney because of slowing sales. So its landmark store in central Sydney's Queen Victoria building will be shut down. And I think Trenery in Sydney's affluent Mossman will also be shut. And Pitt Street... Oh, it's cut me off. It's fine. This is horrible. I'm so glad this is not on our freshest and throwbacks.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Come on, Mel. Join in.
Nah, I think I'm good. I reckon I'm good.
Well, let's get back to Country Road in Trenery.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll move on now.
Was a Country Road duffel bag part of your personality at any point, Mel Tracina?
Oh, I wanted it to be, but no one ever got me one.
Did you have a sports girl one then?
No, but I did have an energetics one because I was a dancer. A horrible one, but I had the bag.
Does that the energetics one have a side zipper where you put your dance shoes into the side, or is it just... You put your shoes into the bag, your dance shoes into the bag?
Oh, mate, if there was a zipper, I was not paying attention to it. I was just throwing everything into the one bag. Okay. Why are you asking me such personal questions?
Well, because my 10-year-old is after a certain dance bag and it has the side zipper where it has its own shoe compartment and it's apparently the thing that they have to have, as well as the dance boots that you've got to wear to dance. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a new invention. I didn't have that. Okay. But I get it. If I was your daughter, I'd want the same thing. Yeah, right. The other thing that's trending is Conor McGregor. Have you... Okay, I'm not even going to ask if you know about it because you probably don't. He's been seen macking on with a lady that's not his fiancée at a beach.
He's a bit of a dirtbag, isn't he? With the ladies. There was a video where he was caught hitting on a woman right in front of his wife when he didn't realise his wife was standing behind him as well.
It's so gross.
Gross, isn't it? Yeah.
It's because doesn't he credit his... Wait, are they married or are they just engaged?
No, I think they're married.
Okay. So
I'm
he
just riffing here. I am just riffing, but I think they're married, yeah.
Well, let's just say his partner, like his long-term partner, he's always credited her for supporting him and sticking by him in his pursuit for being a fighter. And then he finally does it and he's doing all this. It's just a bit like...
Yeah.
But the third thing that's trending is Azalea Banks. And I was like, oh, why is Azalea Banks trending? Because of Conor McGregor. So she's gone out and tweeted. Now, I feel like I'm just going to put a warning out there for what I'm going to read this tweet that Azalea Banks is known for just being rogue and saying whatever she wants, right? So she said, this is in regards to Luke McGregor. How are you going to send a... Sorry. Can we just, before we go into defamation territory here, it's Conor McGregor, not Luke McGregor. Let's just clear that up right away. Oh, Luke McGregor, is that a different one? That's Lake Haven. Oh, was it Rosehaven? Celia Piccola's best mate. What did I say? Luke McGregor. When did I say that? Just when you were about to read out these dicey images. Luke is lovely. Luke is also married and he's got children. He's a beautiful person. I'm so sorry, Luke. Conor I'm McGregor. So sorry. Ooh. For a moment, I was like, who's Azalea talking about? Okay, notes. Luke is a beautiful person.
Loves
Thank you.
Azalea
Very
Banks.
funny.
Big opinions on Tasmanian comics.
Okay, yes. Okay, so Azalea said this about Conor.
Okay.
How are you going to send some crooked pics, then threaten her not to tell? Do you know who I am? I love her. She's so funny. And then she went and said, aren't you trying to be the president of Ireland? What is... I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's very funny. I'm scared of reading out the whole tweet. I don't want to get cancelled. Imagine Dragons...
Enemy here on Nova. Jeez, I didn't realise that was such a good song to body roll to. Just towards the end there. just those last few bits. Like,
you're giving Honey, Jessica Alba in Honey.
I will take every part of that. Thank you very much, Mel.
You're welcome. And I know that there are Gen Z producers that are listening that have no idea what iconic film we're talking about.
Is that the chick that's on Instagram with the kids that has the skincare? Yeah, it is. Yeah, the sun cream.
Oh, you follow her on Instagram. Okay.
I've seen articles about it and about the sun cream doesn't work. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you're her target demo.
Hey, skincare's for everyone, Mel.
Yeah, you're right.
In just a sec,
So are body rolls.
Well, not this guy. Look, Wheel of Games. We're going to do it in just a sec. Show Butler's brought in the wheel. It is ready to go. $250 from our friends at Petstock up for grabs. I just saw this article this morning, Mel, and I thought I'd share it with you. Jo Weston, absolute weapon. She's netball star. She plays for the Aussie Diamonds and the Melbourne Vixens. And the article on news.com.au today is that she shared her morning routine as an elite athlete.
Oh, okay.
And...
Is it like a get ready with me TikTok, but as an article?
Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, like, she's an elite athlete, and I'm a 40-year-old dad of three who once tweaked his hammy going to the washing line. So we're very similar, and I thought I could share our weekend morning routines and just see how they compare between the two, right? So if we kick things off, Jo, the elite athlete from the Aussie Diamonds and Melbourne Vixens, her wake-up routine. She wakes up between 6:30 and 7 to sip on warm, healing bone broth. And then we change gears slightly. For myself, who wakes up at 5:50 to a screaming child saying, "We're out of toast!" and then immediately step on a piece of Lego. And then Jo, the next thing she does as part of her morning routine is takes a shower. She takes an invigorating cold shower on purpose, even in the Melbourne winter. Now, myself, I also take a cold shower, but not by choice. It's because my 10-year-old has been in there for 27 minutes performing a Taylor Swift concert. Jo then moves on to her skincare routine. She has a soothing skincare routine with SPF.
Is it from Jessica Alba?
serums and hydration masks. She didn't name a brand there. She gets to naming a brand in a sec. We'll see who this has been sponsored by in just a sec. Then myself. Or Sorry. I just used one of Bella's thousands of products that I don't know what it is, but it came in a tiny jar, smells expensive, and I rub it on my face. Don't even know if it was meant for that. She then moves on to breakfast. The elite athlete Jo has Greek yogurt, berries, honey, and homemade granola with nuts from her family farm. Relatable. Myself, I eat the corner of a peanut butter toast that the 6-year-old didn't like the vibes of, and then I finish some soggy wheat bix from Ziggy's bowl. Jo then goes on a walk with her Insta-famous dog Billy while sipping an almond latte.
Insta-famous dog.
While I walk around the house questioning my life choices. Jo then does a commute. She glides across Melbourne in a sleek, here we go, Nissan X-Trail e-Power while listening to the Daily or Silence, depending on her mood.
She doesn't listen to the Mel and Maddie show?
Well, this is where we're different. Because I drive in the family SUV that smells like yogurt and regret, listening to the Mel and Maddie podcast because I forgot to turn it off from the day before. And then she has a second breakfast. And then who has time for a second breakfast, to be totally honest? So look, Jo might be elite, but I'm elite in my own way. I got 3 kids out of the house, all with matching shoes last weekend. So I think that is an elite sport in itself. It's Mel and Maddie here, the Nova. Mel and Maddie with you. Coming on after 7 o'clock, chance for you to get involved in the show. I'm going to ask you one of the most ridiculous questions, but I think it is going to provide some radio gold. So stick around for that. Right now, $250 thanks to our friends at Petstock.
Spin the wheel! Mel and Maddie's Wheel of Games. Petstock. The blue one. Same price in-store and online. See the range at petstock.com.au.
Speaking of pets, let's meet our show butler, Leno.
I see what you did there. Ready to spin the wheel?
Oh, you're such a good boy, Leno.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
You want a treat? You want a little treat? You want a little treat?
What treat do I get?
We'll find out how after this game goes. All right?
Okay. It's Guess the Movie.
Oh.
Now, in prepping all the games, which I do every morning for any chance that any of them could come up,
Yes.
I have gone the 90s edition today.
Oh.
I thought after the show yesterday, you guys were banging on and quoting all these 90s movies, much to the disgust of our Gen Z producer who didn't know any of them. So
How do you not know Ace Ventura?
I know.
Iconic.
Many of the
Bumblebee tuna.
There's a whole generation missing out on the brilliance of Jim Carrey. Some movies, though, have aged.
Guano.
Yes.
It is guano. We didn't have memes, guys. We just used to quote each other Ace Ventura.
Actually, you're so right. That is our childhood.
Yeah.
No memes.
So basically, I'm going to give you a short
movies.
description of the
Yep.
movie. You have to tell me what it is. Let's meet who you're playing for.
Okay, good morning, Ash. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Really
Very
good.
well. Are you a child of the 90s, Ash?
I am. Ace Ventura is iconic.
Yes.
First, we were discussing
The
that
Monopoly Man.
the first one hasn't aged as well as the second one. That's what we established yesterday after the show. Ash, Mel is going to be playing on your behalf. Have you got a furry friend in your life that you want to win $250 for?
I do. I have a very energetic Kelpie at home that would love me to spoil her.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful. All right, Ash, I'll do my best for you.
Thanks, Mel.
Let's meet Tara, who Maddie is playing for this morning. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, guys. I'm so excited.
So wait.
Thanks.
So wait.
At the theme or at the chance of winning $250 for Petstock?
Oh, the chance of winning $250 at Petstock for my favourite child, Frankie.
Oh, what is Frankie?
He's a border collie. He's beautiful.
Okay.
Oh,
it says here on our screen that you've also got 2 cats. You don't care as much about them?
Stephen and Luna, not so much as Frankie.
Steven!
Okay, all right. I could talk to you about Stephen all morning, but we don't have time for that. Let's get into the game.
All right. Is it best of 3?
Yes.
Sorry, you do the rules.
Yeah,
though.
best of 3, first to 2. I've got
Okay.
some spares as well. All right, number 1. An insurance salesman begins to suspect that his whole life is a lie.
Oh, no!
Mel,
Yes,
The Truman Show.
it sure is. You knew we were going to start with a Jim Carrey. Of course we were.
What a great show of film, by the way.
Yeah.
And after watching it, I think we all started wondering if we too were in The Truman Show.
I reckon-
Did you all have that moment?
Every day. Every day I think, these guys are actors.
Yeah, NPCs.
yeah.
There's NPCs
You're talking
everywhere.
about us.
Yes, you
Me
too.
and Matt.
I know. You're very terrible ones, but all right.
Oh. Okay, no treat for you.
Bad butler. Number 2. A man finds himself at the centre of history multiple times and tells the story from a bench at a bus stop.
Matt.
That was Matt.
Gotta be Forrest Gump.
It was Forrest Gump, yes indeed.
Oh, one each. This is the decider, isn't it?
Well done. Yeah, it is.
Tiebreaker.
Unless Matt wins, in which case I think we do another one.
Okay.
It becomes a best of 5 all of a sudden.
I think you need to be quick on this one. Two best friends set out on an adventure, but it soon turned into a terrifying escape from the police.
Mel?
That was Matt.
Oh, I'm going to go with Thelma and Louise.
And you'd be right. Matt, you take it home.
Oh, no!
Tara,
Yay!
your favourite border collie and the cats you hate are getting $250 from our friends at Petstock.
Oh, that's so sweet. I can go halfie to Ash though if she wants. I want her Kelpie to get some as well.
So sweet.
All right, well, if you're legit, Ash, hang on the line. Tara's going halves with you, so your Kelpie called Milo can get some goodies from Petstock as well, mate.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
No
Gosh.
problems, no problems.
Gosh, you guys are so beautiful. I love pet people. Just beautiful people.
Well, the rest of our show is now going to be downhill after that. How can we improve on that?
Turn up your radio. Go. It's Mel and Maddie's Big Winter Wipeout.
Oh,
This is happening on Friday. We're giving away a whole stack of stack of prizes, sorry. And to win is very easy. You just got to head to the Nova player, listen to your favourite Nova station or podcast, and get an automatic entry into the draw. You can tune in every day to clock up additional entries. What could you be winning on Friday, Matt?
Oh, mate, $500 Woolworths voucher. Thank you very much. Also, $500 Shell Ready Express voucher. Thank you straight away.
Oh, yeah. Fill up that tank. How about Bunnings? Ooh, I've been spending some cash at Bunnings recently. That would be very helpful. $1,000 for Flight Centre. Jet set out of here. Go do a hot Euro summer.
Oh, I'm going to I have to start muting people on my Instagram stories at the moment. There's some people that are like just roaming around parts of Italy, and you're like, oh, okay. All right. Oh, just keep sharing that, mate. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
I know. And they're like eating good food and it's hot and they look tan and they're staying in nice hotels.
You know what? I'd rather have $500 Subway voucher, to be totally honest, so I could smash their new breakfast range. So that you could win that as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
It's Mel and Maddie's Winter Wipeout. Just jump onto the Nova player, listen to your favourite Nova station or podcast. You get an automatic entry into the draw.
We are going to have an absolute cracker of a podcast uploaded a little bit later today because we're going to be joined by Ben Foster from Wrexham FC, and I have nerded out completely in my dad's chat. Everyone is very excited at the fact that Mel and I are chatting to Ben Foster today, so that'll be up after we speak to him a little later on the show today.
I told my husband that I was talking to Ben Foster, and he was so excited. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go meet Pedro Pascal at Fantastic Four. He's like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm like, hey, Chris Hemsworth called me beautiful. He's like, yeah, cool. And then I say, oh, yeah, I'm catching up with Ben Foster, and he's like, oh my God, I love him so much.
You are going to hear that chat after 8 o'clock. Yeah. Mel and Maddie here with you. Mel Tracina with the moves to kick off the 7 o'clock hour. Hey, before 8 o'clock, Lewis Capaldi tickets, some of the hottest tickets in town, doing gigs later in the year. You want to win them, we'll do that somewhere in the next 53 minutes. But I think we've got some new music here, Tracina.
I do. This is brand new music from Justin Bieber because he dropped Swag, his latest album, on Friday. And ever since he's dropped it, there's been these TikTok viral videos that have been going around of people pretending that they're sick because they've got Bieber fever.
Oh.
Do it, mate. Give me your best, pretending to be sick because you got Bieber fever.
Because if I'm calling Mel, I just can't. Sorry, I'm really crook. I've just got Bieber fever. I just can't come into work today. Not that great.
It's pretty good.
You go.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a soaring temperature and my lines are flushed. I have Bieber fever. Too far?
I wasn't expecting to think about your loins this morning.
Well, when you play brand new music from Bieber, what do you expect? It is a fresh hit here on Nova. It's called Daisies, titled after Katy Perry's child. Enjoy, fresh hit. That's a lie.
How are your loins? All right?
Flushed.
Justin Bieber. Fresh hit, Daisies here on Nova. Mel and Maddie. Mel, gosh, swept with Bieber fever. Hopefully you can recover in time to get us through this next break at 11 minutes after 7.
Oh, I'm gonna be able to get us through this because I'm very excited to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, because I talk about it all the time on the cheap seats. Speaking of Tim McDonald,
Channel
10's the cheap seats. Yeah. Thank you very much. On tonight, 8:40, Tim McDonald's going to be joining us in studio very, very soon. But I want to talk about Love Island before he comes in because he doesn't like it. So it was the finale.
Which one?
Love Island USA.
USA. Okay.
Season 7, which I'm just going to say has been chef's kiss. Better than the UK version. I've said it. UK version is disappointing this time around, but the USA one has been delivering. Last night was the finale. Congratulations to Amaya Papaya and Brian, who won. They're our Love Island couple.
Didn't need a spoiler alert there. We're just rolling with that. I'm
going to say that the chances of anyone watching the show that's going to not know the results. Okay. Yeah, it didn't need a spoiler.
Sure.
They are the people's winners. Anyway, it was very funny.
What do they win?
They win prize money. I can't remember how much it is. It's like maybe $200,000 or something. Right. But then what they do is the couple wins. And this is how you know if it's actually love or not, because then they get to choose whether they split the money or take all of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But they split it last night because they actually love each other.
Right.
I wanted to talk about Huda and Chris. Now, they were a recent kind of couple in the villa. And in last night's episode, all of the couples go for their last date before the public vote on who wins the season. Huda and Chris went to this beautiful, because it was in Fiji, they went to this gorgeous romantic dinner, which was in the middle of the water. There was literally a table on a raft in the middle of the water. And so to get there, Chris lifts up Huda and he walks her over, and like his feet are getting all wet, but she's nice and dry because he's being chivalrous and beautiful. They sit down and they have this gorgeous dinner where they're eating and they're talking, and there's a lady that comes out from the cliff and starts singing for them. It's really romantic. But then they break up.
Oh.
Then they break up and Chris is like, well, I'm out. And so he leaves and Huda's stranded on this island table. And then he comes back to see if she's okay, and she asks, are you gonna carry me back? And he was like, nah. And he walked away, and then she had to trek through the water to get back to land. And I thought, what a horrible place to break up. You're stranded on a dinner table in the middle of the ocean. And that's when you decide that you don't want to be together anymore. So on 13 24 10, I want to know, when did you break up, or where and when did you have the fight?
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to share? We didn't break up, but we had a fight. My wife, Bella, and I were dating at the time, and we fought in the Haagen-Dazs ice cream shop in Paris. Like the city of love, eating one of the greatest foods ever invented, ice cream, but yet we still managed to have a fight there, and then we didn't speak for a little while after that as well.
I love it. Yeah. My husband and I had a massive falling out New Year's Eve in London.
What about Emma, who works on the show?
Yes.
Well, was it her and her partner had a fight just after coming out of Wimbledon?
Trying to get home. 13 24 10, where were you when you had the fight or had the breakup?
Mel and Maddie with you. I did a bit of Cheap Seats radio after 7:30. The cultural correspondent Mel Tracina in the hot seat for the last couple of weeks, and we're going to be joined by host Tim McDonald talking all things Cheap Seats, which is back on the telly. 8:40, Channel 10 tonight. I got that right, didn't I?
Yeah, correct. Yep. And tonight I will be recapping Love Island and the season finale of Love Island USA Season 7, where Huda and Chris, you don't need to know who they are. They're just two islanders that decided to break up on the final episode as they were having a romantic dinner in Fiji on an island dinner table surrounded by water. And I can't even play you any of the audio because all you hear is streams of water.
Is islanders what you call the contestants distance, like housemates.
like Big Brother housemates.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Just
Love
clearing
Island
that up.
Islanders.
Just clearing that one up. So we're taking some calls on 13 24 10. What did we ask, Mel? What did we ask?
We wanted to know, where did you have the fight? Because being stranded on a deserted romantic dinner table in the middle of the ocean was not a vibe for Huda. 13 24 10. Good morning, Chantal.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, my friend. Where did you have the fight?
I had the fight at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, just after hubby proposed.
Oh.
And we were arguing over a glass of celebratory champagne and how much it was going to cost.
Is that how you knew it was true love as well? When you get in a fight about something so small straight after you get engaged in the city of love?
No, I haven't learnt my lesson. We've been married for over 30 years. Nothing's changed.
Oh, I love it, Chantel. We're going to throw you a $100 Milk Run voucher from our great friends at Milk Run. You won't have to fight over the groceries because they've got 10,000 groceries delivered in minutes. Who else we got, Mel?
We got Natalie. Where did you have the fight, Natalie?
Morning, how are you?
Morning, mate. Good.
I'm like everyone else. It was in Paris. We went over for my 40th birthday a couple of years ago, and we were on the Eiffel Tower. Admittedly, we've been travelling for a few days. We were on the Eiffel Tower. My husband and my kids both were blowing up at me because, they were tired and cranky and all the rest of it. Came down off the Eiffel Tower, and they all went one direction back to the hotel, and I went the other way because I was like, it's my 40th birthday. I'm on the Eiffel Tower. Get stuffed.
I don't think Paris is a city of love at all. Bree?
Hello.
Where did you have the fight, my friend?
We were also in Paris.
Oh, my God. How rubbish is Paris?
13 24 10. Do you also not like Paris?
What happened, Bree?
Oh, we were fighting about directions, and we ended up on different sides of the streets, walking different directions because we're both so stubborn. And I obviously knew where I was going, and he didn't. But yep, we're still together. 10 years. No, actually, 11, 12 years later with 2 kids. So,
Bree, who was right in the directions? And be honest.
Well, me. It was me.
Oh, it doesn't sound like it. It really doesn't sound like it.
I'm backing Bree.
All right,
Bree's right.
One more. Josh, morning, mate.
How you going? Mine isn't in Paris.
Okay.
But mine was actually, the wife and I were heading up to Springwood, up the mountain, to go to O'Reilly's, and we were having a massive fight at the house because I was actually trying to sneak the ring out to propose to her up on the mountain. We then got lost tracking through the mountain, so I just went, you know what? I'm just going to do it, and I proposed in the middle of nowhere.
Mid-fight? Mid-tensions?
We didn't talk the entire trip up. The tension started easing when we started walking through the nice scenery part, but then we got lost and I just did it.
Don't tell me you went back to the Blue Mountains for your honeymoon, mate.
No, we still haven't done that yet, actually. The kids have put a pause on that.
You know,
oh my gosh,
Josh, we are going to hook you up as well as Bree and Nat. We're going to throw you all guys a $100 Milk Run voucher. You can get yourself 10,000 groceries delivered in minutes. Love that, Josh. Thanks for sharing, buddy.
Sweet as. Cheers.
See you,
thanks.
mate. It is. Hey, before 8 o'clock, we've got your tickets to see Lewis Capaldi. We should rebrand this to Breakfast with the Stars because coming up after 8 o'clock, we're going to be joined by Ben Foster, who is former goalkeeper from Wrexham FC. And right now, Mel Tracina, you don't get a bigger name in TV than what we've got with us at the moment.
No, you don't. His name is Tim McDonald. I'm going to put his mic up, but he doesn't have headphones. So any questions that you want to ask him until we source headphones have to come through me. Matt, what would you like to ask?
Are you honoured to be here with us today, Tim?
Are you honoured to be here with us, Tim?
I don't know what's going on. You don't have headphones. You don't have producers. Is this even going out on air?
Who's going to tell him?
Gosh, well, luckily, the Cheap Seats runs a lot slicker than this. So what we'll do...
It is a lot slicker. We're sourcing some headphones for Tim McDonald at the moment. Shall we plug that we're doing a live show?
Firstly, don't make me sound like a diva like I need headphones. I can't hear what's going on. It's hard to do a radio show when you can't communicate. Someone just walked in with a pair of headphones. I don't think they work here.
That's
Thank you very much. We are doing a live show.
We
yes.
are, yeah. The Cheap Seats is doing a live show.
It's a world tour. We called it a world tour before we realised that Paris, New York, Milan and Rome are all booked out. So we're staying in Australia. It's one night only. It's live. It's loose. We cannot wait. I've got some headphones now. I can hear you.
Amazing. And we should go to a song.
Oh, they're not even plugged in.
Oh, they're not even plugged in. Tell us where the Phil-in Brekkie show without telling us where the Phil-in Brekkie show. Let's play a game with Tim McDonald.
Now that he can hear, let's play a song. Mel and Maddie with you, and our special guest this morning, Tim McDonald from the Cheap Seats, back on the telly, Channel 10 tonight at 8:40. Tim, before Mel jumps in and takes over, you and Mel Tresina have been mates for quite a while. For you to watch her career trajectory, whatever that word is, trajectory, and seeing where she started, where she's come, you must be super proud. Like, she's just about to, launch one of the biggest reality TV shows of all time in Big Brother, and working with her, you must be just like a chuffed mate.
Proud is one word. Surprised is another word that comes to mind. Honestly, mate, I've known you for about 12 years. I cannot believe the career that you've had.
That sounded negative, didn't it? That sounded sarcastic.
No, it is great to be here. We're going to see you tonight at 8:40 on the Cheap Seats.
I'll be seeing you as well at 8:40 on the Cheap Seats.
Yes. Will you be preparing this week, or are you just going to roll in, swan in, because you're the Big Brother host now? You don't have to do the preparation.
That was pretty much what I was going to do, yeah. Just swan in. I think it works. It's landed.
On Big Brother this season, will we be able to evict the host? Because I have a feeling you might be getting some votes.
Shall we move on, play a game maybe? What do you reckon, Matt?
I'm enjoying this so much. I'm just sitting back watching and enjoying it. Like 6 nights a week live TV, Tim. That must be pretty stressful, and the pressure of having to be on that stage in front of a live camera every night.
Absolutely, especially when you haven't managed 5 minutes a week every Tuesday. Going to 6 nights a week feels a big
bit of a leap.
But hey, who am I to judge? All the best. As long as the network is still around for Cheap Seats in 2026, do whatever you like with the back half of the year. Speaking of news, speaking of 10, Cheap Seats, if you're not familiar, we look back on the week that was, bring you the best bits from the week of news. So, Mel and Maddie, I've got a bit of a game for you. I've grabbed some news headlines from the week. Mm-hmm. I've removed one word. I want to see if you guys can guess the missing word. Play along in the cars at home. Mel,
yep.
Do you want to fire off the first one?
All right, let's go.
The Prime Minister will come face to face with...
Who is Anthony Albanese coming face to face with this week? This morning, in fact.
Ooh, this morning. Okay, 15th of July. Any suggestions, Matt?
I think I know. So do you want to have a crack, Mel?
Just give Mel time to Google who is Anthony Albanese.
I'm gonna go with Xi Jinping.
Mel, who are you locking in?
I was going to go with Aaron Patterson, but I think Xi Jinping makes more sense.
It certainly does. Let's have a listen.
Is that grab 2?
Yeah, that could be the answer.
The Prime Minister will come face to face with the Chinese President.
Fantastic. There we go.
Done.
Okay.
1 point, Maddie.
Thank you.
Points, Mel. In fact, you lose points for not knowing how a radio show works. Grab number 2.
The Defence Force has pulled out possibly their strongest weapon yet, releasing a...
Ooh.
This week, the Defence Force have released something interesting.
Ooh.
Have a think.
Is it a 6-inch sub thanks to Subway? Show sponsor?
It is, and we're getting the Americans to build it as part of the AUKUS submarine deal.
I was going to go a Ninja Slushie that could help protect Australia, but that's just me.
All right. I have a feeling we're not going to get it. Listen to this answer. I couldn't believe this when I heard this.
The Defence Force has pulled out possibly their strongest weapon yet, releasing a cookbook.
A cookbook?
The Defence Force have put out a cookbook.
Hang on.
Look out, China. The Indo-Pacific is safe. We have a cookbook.
As long as they don't use any Nagi's recipes, then they're going to be okay.
It's got the Aaron Patterson beef Wellington recipe on it. That's how they're going to take him out.
That beef Wellington has bunker-busting capacity. It's unbelievable. Grab number 3.
Australians could soon be behind the wheel of...
Australians could soon be behind the wheel of what?
Well, it wouldn't be the game of wheels, would it? That's one of our segments, Tim. You'd know because you're a big fan of the show. You listen all the time.
Certainly do, and there's no way anyone is going to get behind that.
And again, it's called the Wheel of Games.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you don't even know the name of your segment. You are unbelievable.
I keep getting it confused between Game of Wheels and Wheel of Games.
I'm going to go with the nuclear subs.
You're going with the subs?
Interesting, Mel. Australians could soon be behind the wheel
of a Tesla.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. Play the answer.
Australians could soon be behind the wheel of flying cars.
Flying cars?
Not too far.
Well,
I think a Tesla could be up there.
I'm not sure they fly. They self-combust, but they don't fly. I'm not going to give anyone the points there.
What type of flying car is it? Because you love cars. Have you got any more details on that?
We don't ask follow-up questions. Mel, you should have known that by now. I'm a bit concerned. I don't have a driver's license, and now I'm going to need a pilot's license as well to get behind the wheel. Let's kick it off with it. One more.
It's the most expensive fashion accessory ever sold. The original
went for auction during the week. The most expensive fashion accessory ever sold.
I think we spoke about this, Matt.
Yeah, it's the Merkin bag.
I beg your pardon?
The Birkin bag. The Birkin bag.
Did you just say a Merkin bag?
That's a very different accessory.
The Birkin bag.
Let's see if it's
It's
right.
the most expensive fashion accessory ever sold. The original Birkin bag by Hermes.
What's going on, Matt? Do we need to explain what a Merkin bag is?
Absolutely not. I think we just need to say the Cheap Seats is back on telly tonight, Channel 10 at 8:40. Tim McDonald, we cannot wait to see you back on the box with our friend Mel Tracina, the cultural correspondent. I think we're done. Are we done?
You're listening to Mel and Maddie and Merkin in the morning.
Our next guest is ex-Manchester United goalkeeper, podcast host and star of the Welcome to Wrexham show.
Not super save by Foster to keep out Lockadea.
Oh, that's heroic from Ben Foster. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Please welcome Ben Foster.
Well, what a treat it is in the studio with us from Wrexham FC. Welcome to Wrexham. It is the one and only Ben Foster. Good morning, Ben.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, what we'll do is just get started with a little bit of a snapshot of Wrexham FC. Mm-hmm. So there's going to be people listening who know it very well from the doco, or there's people listening knowing that it's been bought by Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Can you let us know what Wrexham was like before, pre-Ryan, and then after Ryan?
Sure. Okay, so I was originally at the club, I think it's about 18 years ago now, 2005. No, it's 20 odd years ago. Wow. And it was a very different club. In terms of infrastructure, in terms of global reach, completely different. It still had the community feel, it still had that family-orientated football club about it, but it wasn't as shiny and as glossy as what it is right now. Fast forward to today, and we're in the Championship, back-to-back promotions, never been done before. And it is a TV show, it is a documentary, it is a success story like no one's ever seen before. It's phenomenal.
I was at the game on Friday night in Melbourne.
Yep.
Wrexham v Melbourne Victory, and it was interesting speaking with just different people that were there, some saying that they weren't really into soccer, sorry, we call it soccer, football, they weren't really into football, but then they watched the TV show and then they started to love Wrexham and now they're like die-hard fans, and yeah, I thought that was really interesting, just that choice of why they've, like, it's kind of that idea of you love the game or you love a show and then you jump on board. Do you feel like there's any difference between the fans that come from the game and come from the show?
It's fascinating because, again, this is something that's never been done before. There's been behind the scenes documentaries of football club, the Sunderland one back in the day, the Man City ones, Arsenal ones, but nothing that's made. So it's called a documentary. So the Wrexham Welcome to Wrexham documentary. It's a TV show, really, because you've got characters in there, yeah? You've got people's favourite characters. Wayne, who runs the turf, okay? He did a pop-up in Melbourne. They did a pop-up turf at the stadium, at the Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. And there were people in the queue genuinely nervous to meet Wayne, starstruck by Wayne.
And that blows your mind.
That blows my mind. I think that blows Wayne's mind as well, because people just want photos with him because he's their favourite character from the TV show. And so I think it brings in a whole completely different audience as to what you would have normally with the football fans. We get a completely broad range of ages that come to watch us, ethnicities. You get the housewives that love to come and watch as well. It's phenomenal.
I wonder why
I
the
know,
housewives love it.
But that's what it does, and I think it's never been done like this before, and this is the genius of Wrexham. And I think it's quite a lot to keep up with, because the infrastructure that has to go in to a football club when they're being successful on the pitch it's not something you can just do overnight. And Wrexham as a football team on the pitch are sprinting. They are sprinting away. Like I say, back to back to back has never been done before. But everything behind the scenes is just, it takes time to catch up with it. So we're still almost probably a couple years away from where we should be, because nobody's ever done it this fast before.
Yeah, wow. Is there a different level of fame associated with it now? Like, you know, the big EPL fans obviously know who you all are, but is there somewhere in the world now you think, I can't go anywhere or without being recognised or being noticed? Or is there somewhere where you have been recognised and you're like, oh my gosh, this is wild?
Okay, so we're in Sydney now. We were in Melbourne the other day, but we landed into Sydney a couple of days ago. We went to this lovely Japanese restaurant, and then afterwards we were just walking home. We were planning on having an early night, but we heard a live band going. We were in the Rocks, I think it's called. The area is called the Rocks place. Anyway, there was a live band playing. And back home, we'd call it kind of like a Yates's bar or something, just where everybody goes, a dive bar, basically. So we've gone in. The live band were absolutely belting, but we walked in there thinking we'll just be able to be a bit inconspicuous. We'll crack on and get our sort of sweat on, really. But the amount of people that were recognising us was ridiculous. Honestly, everyone was super respectful, come up, had some pictures. They were like, blow their mind that we were there, though. And this is, I've been retired for 2 years, do you know what I mean? But still, they know who I am. They're coming over. We're the other side of the world as well. Like, you guys were about as far away from England or Wales as you could possibly get, and still the recognition is phenomenal. Last pre-season, couple pre-seasons ago, we went to America. We went to North Carolina. We played Chelsea in our first pre-season game, and it's a 70,000 seater stadium, and half of the crowd are Wrexham fans. A sea of red, literally a sea of red and a sea of blue.
Wow.
We're playing against Premier League team here. We're not just a Premier League team, Premier League champions. We're talking about Champions League winners, Chelsea. We're expecting it just to be Chelsea fans, and it wasn't. It was bonkers, honestly. It's mad.
I also go for Chelsea, just saying.
Yeah, they absolutely battered us on the day as well.
Oh, did they?
They were brilliant. Honestly, they just had the new manager and they had this new style of playing, and we were just overawed by them. They were phenomenal.
Now, you've been travelling around with Wrexham. I know you guys played in America, and now you're in Australia and New Zealand. What are the differences? Like, obviously pitch is such a big thing, because I remember going to the I went to the Chelsea stadium, and just the care they put into the grass and how much money they spend on grass was wild. And I know that's been one of the issues in Welcome to Wrexham when you were trying to move to the new league, is like having to spend millions of dollars on grass. How does it compare playing in Melbourne or in Australia and America versus in Europe?
It's the kind of thing you can use as an excuse if you lose. If you go and lose, you can blame the grass. Okay,
okay, great, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. You blame the grass. But fortunately for Wrexham, we did really well the other night. A 3-0 win against Melbourne. It was fairly convincing as well. Genuinely, it's just something that you know you're going to be coming up against, because you're so used to playing on fantastic pitches, especially when you're talking Premier League, even Championship now in England. The facilities, the pitches, they are world class. They really, really are. And it's a different climate over there. We're very good at growing grass over there. We get a lot of rain, so it's very easy to do. But when you come abroad, you know it's not going to quite be up to standard. So it's fine though, but that's just another test to try and overcome. We're playing against an opposition that know how to play with that grass. Apparently it's a little bit slower. It's not quite as slick as the pitches at home, because you probably don't catch this on the TV, but when we're playing back in England or in Wales, the pitch is always wet, soaking wet. So even like 5 minutes to go till kick-off, the sprinklers are on, spraying the pitch. Half-time, straight away, sprinklers are on, spraying the pitch. Always wet, so the ball can be slick and can move about quickly. Apparently the other night in Melbourne, it was a little bit slower, but again, it's just one of those things you've got to adapt to and overcome.
Our guest this morning is Ben Foster. Welcome to Wrexham is the doco you know him from, and also the podcast, the Fozcast. We need to do some housekeeping. Are you right to stick around for a little bit longer, and we'll come back and have a bit more of a chat?
Perfect.
Beautiful. It's Mel and Maddie here with you on Nova. Ben, there was a lot of people very excited when we spoke about you being on the show. and the phone's lit up. We got some questions for some kids. Do you want to do your special guest first, Mel, before we get to the kids who called in? Okay.
Yeah, because I told my husband that I was chatting with you, and I have never seen him get so excited about any person that I've ever spoken to in my life. And straight away he's like, oh, Ben Foster, oh my gosh, I love him so much. I love his podcast, The Cycling GK. I've got a question for him. Can I ask him a question? And I was like, okay, calm down. So I got him to record a question, and he's not good on the mic, so he took out all the preamble of how much he loves you. So I'm telling you on behalf of him. But this is his question for you.
Morning, Ben. Just wanted to ask, with all your knowledge and experience, would you have approached goalkeeping or your career differently?
Oh, it's good. Very, very good. That's a very good question, actually. So I was lucky enough to carry on playing until I was 40. I think I was 40 when I retired. And I really enjoyed the second part of my career more. So probably from about 30 years old till about 40 was when I felt the best able to equipped with what I was coming up against and what I was playing. And I think a lot of it is down to just sort of self-doubt. So when I was younger, sort of 18 to probably late 20s, I was just full of self-doubt all the time. Being a goalkeeper is a really peculiar position. You're kind of an individual in a team, and you've got to get out of your own head. Honestly, you've got so much self-talk going on in your head. So if you get off to a bad start in a game and let a goal in, or a little mistake, it could be a misplaced pass or something like that, you can really self-talk yourself out of the game before it has even gotten started. Whereas when I got a little bit older, I had kids when I was 26 years old, and I think that was a big turning point for me, having kids. You learn that there's just more important stuff in life than actual soccer. That there's more important. It's as simple as that. So I'm not trying to mistake, and I managed to wrap my head around that fact. I'm not trying to make a mistake. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to help my teammates out. And then I went into every game with a smile on my face, and you know what? I was just giving it everything I got, and I felt that let the brakes off, basically. Let the brakes off and play with a smile on your face.
Yeah, great. Because my husband is a goalie when he does play. I mean, not professionally, but, you know, in his head, it's a big deal. And he's also assistant coaching as well. So, yeah, I think that's why he loves you so much, because just that, like, goalie respect.
Well, you've picked a good one, because I like to think, anyway, the goalies are the good ones. The goalies are the normal. Like, we get called...
Aren't you wrong-uns?
No chance. This is, again, a common misconception. We're known as the wrong-uns, right? And we're really not. We're like the normal ones. We're the down-to-earth ones. We're the ones that are good at talking. That you look at those outfield players, it's just full of ego. Seriously, the further up the pitch you go, the strikers, my gosh, ego. Goalies are we're good. We are, honestly.
You're communicating. You can see the whole pitch, so you have more of an angle on the game.
And like I say, you've got to take accountability as well. Goalies are really good at taking accountability, because you have to. If you make a mistake, you've got to hold your hands up and say, lads, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make a mistake, but I'm sorry.
Is that why you train separately from them as well, so you don't have to be around the egos at training as well?
Exactly that.
I've got a couple of kids called in as well. This first one for you, Ben.
Hi, Ben. My name is Iggy. I'm 8 years old and I play for the Warby Gardens. I'm a goalkeeper and I want to be one when I grow up too. Have you got any tips?
Oh, I love that. Iggy, what a boy. You're at that age, mate, where it's all just about having fun. Genuinely, it's about having fun. I remember I was your age, and I remember I was playing, and sometimes we'd get beat 5 or 6-0, and it seems like it's the end of the world, but it's really not, mate. It's all about having a good time. It's all about playing with a smile on your face. Don't just stick to playing in goal as well, because when I was a kid, I played all sorts of positions. I would play outfield, defender, up front, midfield. I'd play all different sports, tennis, swimming, golf, absolutely everything. It's all good for the hand-eye coordination as well. So, yeah, just enjoy it, mate. Play with a smile on your face. And like I said earlier, it's about you're trying your hardest to stop that ball going in the back of the net. And sometimes you're not going to be able to do anything about it.
Love that. Well, that answer to Ziggy's question might lead quite nicely into Coco's for you.
Hi, I'm Coco. I play soccer at school, and my question is, how many goals have you scored in your career?
Okay, so I'm on a small list, a very small list of goalies. I've never scored. Let's get that out of the way first. I've never scored, unfortunately. That would have been a highlight. That would have been a massive highlight. But I'm on a small list of goalies who have been scored against by another goalkeeper. It's not a nice record to have. In Premier League history, there's like 5, I think there's 5 goalkeepers that have been scored against by another goalie. So I think we were back in, it's about 20 odd years ago. We were playing away at Tottenham Hotspurs, and they had a goalie called Paul Robinson, and he could kick it a mile. Honestly, he could kick it an absolute mile. And he had a free kick on the edge of his box, and he's booted it. It's landed on the edge of my box, and my defender at the last second, without saying anything, hadn't looked round at me. He was going to head it, and then he just moved out of the way. And that feeling as soon as it bounced, I know, because as a goalie, you know when the ball's going over you or to the side of you or in the back of the net, and I knew, and I was just thinking, oh, this is going to look horrible on the internet later, this is.
But you're on a list.
Oh, it's at least, yeah.
You're on a list.
Yeah, any news is good news, right? That's what they say.
Actually, I have a question. I'm so sorry, but this is like a fashion on the fields question. Because the goalie is always in a different fit to the team. Do you have say to what colours you rep? Are you like, not on the yellows, but I do love the red? Like, do you get any say in that?
No, we don't get any say in that whatsoever.
Okay.
So the kit man has to probably... this is how it works anyway in the Premier League. The kit man has to have picked the full kit about 2 or 3 weeks before the actual game. So he has to let the referees association has to let the Premier League know what colour kit I'm going to be playing in and what colour kit the outfield team are going to be playing in, so that it doesn't clash with their kit as well. So they don't like goalkeepers to play in the same kit, just in case a goalie goes up in the last minute or something like that, and he's trying to score a goal, and then there's 2 goalkeepers in the same kit, for example.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was just always curious.
Mine's less fashion and a little bit more history. I play in a summer soccer comp with some of the dads. We usually get injured, usually the first time round. Someone's done an Achilles in the first game. Second game was a calf muscle. Third was a cracked rib because of the goalpost. But I put in the chat...
They don't move goalposts. Are they aware that you can't get chased by one?
When you're a middle-aged 40-year-old man who hasn't played soccer for a while, those goalposts do feel like they're moving. And I put in the chat, we're chatting to you today, and they've all lost their minds as well. Luke wanted to know, how did you find working at United during such a dominant era, and did you enjoy working under Edwin van der Sar with Fergie, learning your trade?
Yeah, good question. Again, it goes back to what I said earlier about the first part of my career. So in my early 20s, when I signed for Man United, for example, I just remember signing and thinking, they've made a mistake. They have definitely made a mistake here. I was this young kid from Stoke City, never really played any football before in my life. I think I'd played a dozen or so games. And then all of a sudden I'm signing for Manchester United for a couple of million quid, and I'm sort of like getting changed next to Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney's over there, Rio Ferdinand, all the big boys are there. And I just had this inferiority complex of, I shouldn't be here. I just don't belong here whatsoever. So that really affected me as well. I think I was cut out for it, but not at that time in my career. It wasn't until I left Man United, probably 5 years later, I think it was. And like I said, when I started having kids, you start realising there's more important things in life. That's when I really started enjoying not only being a footballer, just I think life in general. I just think men were so emotionally kind of suppressed when we're younger. Do you know what I mean? Our early 20s, we don't really know how to deal with it. Get a little bit older, you realise there's more important things. But the sort of like silver lining of all of this is getting to see these people, how they work up close and personal. So the manager, for example, Sir Alex Ferguson, just ridiculous, honestly, frightening. Just the respect that guy had. Everybody knew exactly what it was, but it wasn't just the manager, it was the way that the players in the changing rooms as well managed the changing rooms, managed the team. We would win games, big old games as well. You're talking big derbies. You'd win it on a Saturday and it was like, brilliant lads, well done, but we've got another game on Wednesday. Don't get too carried away. Don't go out tonight. Don't be putting no Instagram pictures out. Instagram wasn't the thing back then, by the way. Don't be doing this. Don't get carried. And it was just next game. Focus all the time. And it was frightening to see it up close and personal. Edwin van der Sar, just what a man. Honestly, lovely man. I learnt so much from him, not only as a goalkeeper, but as a human being as well. He was so calm and composed and assured, and everything about him was just lovely. His personality mirrored the way that he was on the pitch, just in control of everything. He gave this air of confidence, and it was lovely to watch.
Rob, who is a big fan of your podcast, Fozcast, he said, and I'm not sure, this sentence doesn't resonate with me, but I'm sure it will with you. He said that you'd once spoken about Capello not letting you attend the birth of your child and then didn't play you. I guess we're talking about being a younger man once again. How did that shape your view of elite football and your priorities?
Yeah. Good question again. Left a really sour taste in my mouth, it did. So I was away with the international team. My wife was heavily pregnant. She was to the point where she could pop at any second. And then one morning she rung me and said, I think I'm going into labour. And I was like, right, I need to come home. And she was like, no, just chill, just wait. But it was our second child. So historically, second children are always a bit quicker to be born. So I was like, no, I need to go. So I remember I went into the secretary and I said, listen, I need to get a car to take me home if you can, because my wife's going into labour. She was like, oh, she was a bit nervous as well. She's like, I don't think the manager's going to like this. And I was like, well, my baby's being born, like, seriously? Anyway, I had to sort of like kick up a bit of a fuss, really. Managed to get a car, went back, baby was born, absolutely fantastic. Little Louis, he's lovely. He's 15 years old now, by the way. Wow. And Later that day, though, I remember just sitting in the hospital and the assistant manager rung me and he said, "Hi, Ben, listen, we'd really want you to come back to the team tonight. The game is tomorrow. We want you to be on the bench, but the manager's going to play you in the second half." And I said to my wife, I said, "Listen, it's another appearance. It's another cap for my country. It's a proud moment. I think I'm going to do it." And she was like, "Yeah, brilliant. Go and do it. It's fine." So I went back to the team that night away from the family. That hurts a little bit anyway. But the game came. Didn't bring me on in the second half, didn't say anything about it or anything like that. Then I left and I just thought, you know what, that goes against my values. That does. I didn't enjoy that. So that left a real sort of bitter taste in my mouth. And I think all these kind of life lessons, everything that happens to you like this, especially in football, it all just paints a picture of there are more important things. There really are. And I think footballers need to try and get away from identifying as a footballer. They're not just this sports person, this pin-up icon hero. They are a human being as well. They're a person, and try and have hobbies outside of football, so that if you do have a bad performance at the weekend, it doesn't ruin your life.
Love that, mate. Really love that. How are you finding Australia? You enjoying yourself here?
Beautiful. Honestly,
Are you going to live here? Are you going to move? What are you going to do?
I genuinely would love to. We were on a boat yesterday, went back down Sydney Harbour, and then the sunset came down, and it's down by the Opera House, and I just look around. I love being outdoors. I'm a very outdoorsy person. I'm always out on my bike. I do camping and all this kind of stuff. Love fishing, and I would love to have a nice little place. Everybody lives down sort of Bondi, but they call it Little Britain apparently.
Coogie's another one.
Yeah,
maybe stay away from there.
Oh really? Yeah. Either way, I just want somewhere near the beach where I can see the sea and I can get a boat and I can go fishing, and then I can maybe cook something on the back of it later on that day. I watch a load of YouTube videos about Australians anyway, like catch and cook videos and like wild mud crabs and stuff like that. I do. I love all that kind of outdoorsy stuff.
I saw you had a run-in with one of our native birds yesterday with the big long beak. Has anyone told you about it?
What are they called? No, what are they called them?
Bin chicken. It's a bin chicken.
That can't be its real name.
No, it's an ibis. But here in Australia, if you go, I ran into a bin chicken, everyone will know what you're talking about.
So do you avoid them? You can't
You can't avoid them.
Yeah. No, but if that came up to you, you're going to have to move.
Well, it's coming for your food. So if you're walking down with a meat pie down the street and you've got it's coming for it.
Yeah, they're big. It's a handy looking beak is what it is. I'm steering clear of it. Anyway, I know that.
Well, Ben, what a treat it has been to have you here with us today. We can't thank you enough for coming to the studio. I could sit and listen to you talk all day. And I'm sure
same.
Everyone around us at the moment who are looking through the fishbowl at us in here at the moment are very much entertained. Can't wait to see. So it's Wrexham tonight at Allianz Stadium?
Yep. Tonight, big game. I don't know what time it is. 7:30.
7:30 usually.
Something
Yeah.
Like
Tickets and Ticket Tech. It's a great chance to get there. If you are in Sydney, Allianz Stadium is one of the best to watch football. See, I'm learning. There we go. Mate, have a great enjoy the rest of your tour as well and get to New Zealand.
Will do. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Gosh, coming up in just a sec. Shakespeare will be very nervous wherever he is at the moment because
he's dead.
Huh?
Shakespeare's dead.
Oh.
He'll be quaking in his boots.
because we have a brand new poet and we didn't even know it in the studio. Mel Tracina for the last 2.5 hours has been crafting with a quail on a scroll and been writing some poetry.
Yeah,
and
which is called a DC. What is it? A Dell laptop.
And you've penned an ode to someone for their special day today.
Yeah.
And we will hear that before the end of the show. I cannot wait. It's going to go down in history, I think.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely. You should hype it up because it is going to be that amazing.
Okay.
Shall we give away tickets to go see Lorde?
I think we should.
She's bringing her ultrasound world tour to Australia. She's playing arenas in February. Pre-sale starts today at 1 p.m. with all tickets on sale this Friday at 2 o'clock. For details, head to frontiertouring.com. But for free tickets, you call 13 24 10. Good morning, Nia.
Good morning.
You've won.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, are you okay?
Barely. Oh my god!
Talk me through what's happening right now.
I'm literally shaking.
Are you 15? Have I got that right?
Yeah.
I love this. I love this so much. You're going to be the coolest kid at school.
Oh my god! Lucky we're running late. Oh my god, I was literally just talking to my friends about how I was so sad because I'm broke and I can't afford these tickets.
Yeah, because you're 15.
Yeah.
Nia, did I just hear, is that mum or someone in the background going, you're lucky we're running late?
Yeah, that was Mum.
Right, what are you obviously running late for? Are you back at school?
Yeah.
God, did you
First
sleep
day
in?
back at school.
Did you sleep in this morning now?
Yeah.
Oh, she just dragged her feet all morning.
What was that?
What did Dad say?
Sorry, it's her dad, and she just dragged her feet all morning because it was the first day back at school.
Oh, I love this. Isn't it funny?
Dad.
Nia's just been like such a typical teenager. Doesn't want to get up, doesn't want to go to school, and then she calls and wins tickets for Lord. Everything is coming up,
Oh
Nia.
my God. Yeah, she smiled today.
Well, you may as well not go to school today. How's that going to fly with Mum and Dad? You may as well just take the day off.
She's going. She's going.
I didn't leave, but...
Well, you've got to tell
Mum's like,
everyone.
I'm done with school
Yeah,
holidays.
you
She's
can
going
go.
back.
It's cost me enough in frozen yogurt. You can go back to school. All right, Nia, you have got them. You can tell everyone at school that you're off to see Lord, mate.
Oh my God, I will be. I'm so excited.
Mate.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. What a polite teenager, Mum and Dad. Well
Yeah, it
done.
doesn't
You've done a
sound
great
like
job.
Someone that drags their feet in the morning. It sounds like
No.
someone who, is very helpful around the
Slander.
house. Yeah, absolutely. More tickets on the show tomorrow if you want to be like Nia. Thank you very much, Flo Rida and Kesha on Nova, 8:55. Almost time for us to pull stumps, pack up the kit and get out of here. Speaking of which, that's exactly what the Aussies did in the West Indies for anyone playing along. That is second lowest total ever in Test history and the fastest ever fifer for Mitchell Starc, taking 400 wickets in his 100th game, getting 5. Anyway, I can hear Mel's eyes rolling.
Sorry,
from
I need
here.
a
That's
caffeine
okay.
shot to the blood to wake up after that.
Hey, we'll catch you again tonight, Mel Tresina, 8:40 on Channel 10 on the cheap seats. Can't wait to see what you'll be corresponding culturally for us all.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited today. It'll be a lot of Love Island, as per usual. But I did want to do a little shout out because today is the birthday of someone very special in my life. And I am going to be a bit self-indulgent by giving them some love on the radio because unfortunately I can't spend any time with them today because I have a full day of work and then I've got to fly to Sydney, which means I'm not going to see them on their special day. And I've been preparing something throughout the course of the show to say for them. And, when you are a radio host, you have a microphone. So we're all just going to listen. It's short. Okay. Here's a piece of poetry that I've written for this very special someone who is celebrating a birthday today. Why isn't this playing? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Rolo, my beautiful dog. You spend your days resembling a log. You hate going on a walk. And you annoyingly love to talk. You bark, snore, and drool. And lucky me, I get to pick up your stool. You're fat and heavy with a neck so thick. And at midnight, you decide to just lick. You shed so much. We vacuum twice a day. You're the reason we've thrown the carpets away. And whilst you're turning into a bit of a grump, you never cease to find a leg to hump. But thank you for a beautiful 6 years. It's been an honour to scratch your ears. You've brought us so much joy. You're 30 kilos of a good boy. You're the Ma to my Ray. Rolo, happy birthday. Where's the clapping sound effect? Is that on the board? Or?
Oh, do you want that? Do you want it? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Did you not get the Ma to my Ray?
If I'm being completely honest, that reference was lost on me. But the
Ray
rest of
Ma?
it- Oh!
Ray Ma, you're the Ma to my Ray?
Right. Like it was
That's
doing,
genius.
It was doing so well.
Oh, no. That's a flaming joke.
We'll see you tonight on the telly at Channel 10, 8:40 cheap seats, and we'll be back tomorrow from 6. Bye.
Mel and Maddie for breakfast on Nova.